Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yusril, the game is Star Trek Online. Welcome to Season 13. Sailor is safely locked up in jail, although it's Thursday, so she's probably out again by now, and we are free to turn our attention to other matters. Those other matters are the latest featured episode in STO, Mirrors and Smoke. We're back to dealing with our favourite naive little children, the Lucari. However, they have discovered some mysterious new life signs. Could this be the lost tribe of Lucari, who, as I recall, were ultra-capitalist gits who blew up their own homeworld after they won a civil war? Maybe we don't want to discover this new tribe of Lucari, but we're probably not going to get a choice. Let's see what the briefing's got to say.
While searching for signs of weaponized protomatter, one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery. It found a Class M planet at the heart of the Gonkra Nebula. That's not the most exciting news, however. The probe detected the presence of sentient life on the planet. The biosigns were very similar to our own. It is possible that we have discovered a lost tribe of Lucari. We're going to investigate, and we'd like some backup. The probe went offline rather suddenly after detecting the planet. These people might not be very friendly.
Romulans and Vulcans have very similar biosigns, and look how that first contact went. So what do we have? Kentari fortified combat armor, that's totally not a spoiler. Along with a mass-produced missile launcher, ooh, shiny kinetic damage and lots of radiation damage as well, that could be interesting. As well as a residuum thrower, I'm guessing these people like their radiation and their plasma, and the fortified personal shield, yay. Is that a Cylon wearing that shield? Who knows, but we are going to the Gonkra Nebula by her command. Initiate transwarp. I said initiate transwarp. Ah, there we go. Yes. Apparently I need to get my eyes checked.
Very little on this sector is known to us or our allies. We have recently established contact with the sector's most prominent inhabitants, the First Federation. They are somewhat enigmatic, but encouraging, especially where Tranya is concerned.
Oh, good. So, we're exporting booze and probably the finest in Ferengi holoprograms to them, which has absolutely nothing to do with my current lack of eyesight. Right, begin Mirrors and Smoke.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact.
Thank you. I thought these were your neighbours. Also, that planet looks like a heavily polluted hellhole. This is just so you can blame me if it goes wrong, isn't it? No response. Perhaps the nebula is causing fins. Well, maybe we can scan the nebula, and hopefully they won't read this as a targeting lock. Compensating, still no response. They're not feeling very chatty, are they? Right, Reskva, they kind of don't want to talk.
Perhaps they might respond more favorably to a familiar face. May I open a channel?
By all means, this way it's your fault if they start shooting.
Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us.
This is where we discover that the translator malfunction has managed to render Reskava as something obscene involving their mothers. Speaking of the translator, it is online, isn't it?
I'm not certain. Wait, they're locking weapons!
Yeah, definitely said something about their mother in that last transmission. Red alert!
The Reskava did nothing to provoke this attack!
Well, welcome to the galaxy. It's not always a friendly place. Fire to disable. Okay, that's one down. 2 and 3. There we go. Welcome to being a science officer where the laws of physics do your bidding and are in fact mere suggestions. So, that's totally got first
Alien
contact off to a good
vessels. This
start.
is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kentari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same.
We're fine with that. There's nothing left up here to shoot.
There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
Absolutely. Send us coordinates for your attempt at an ambush. Obus out.
The Kentari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kentar and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kentari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are.
Excellent. Bring your best body armor. We're beaming down to an ambush site. Let's go. And right.
Kentar. The Kentari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street?
Did we get the wrong transport coordinates, or did they just lie to us? No, we'll go for a walk. A minor error.
Quite ill.
Yes, I'd say he's... Given the scorching on the back of his jacket, is that shadow, or has he been shot? You okay? Uh-huh. Oh, right. Well, yeah, he'll be dead in months. Terrific. I'm guessing that's why most of them are wearing respirators. Yeah. You guys, really? Well, if it's good against...
High levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area.
He's face down, barely breathing, and now you notice the scan readings? Ugh. Yeah, this is a happy place, right? And these are the guys we're going to be shooting. Victor! I haven't seen you in months. Oh, and Victor number 2 as well. Close look at that vent. Okay, which vent would that be? Yes. I know, Talers. Just let me find the vent first. Oh, disabled. Come on, where's the vent? Ah, there we are. Scans event. Scans event. Yes, we're aliens.
Unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable.
Not really. I mean, let's face it, the entire point of this is to establish that it is a little...
The doors here have built-in filtration systems.
Well, of course they do. Clean air's probably a valuable commodity round here at the moment. When they work. I'm willing to bet the price they paid wasn't substandard.
What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store?
Absolutely, and it looks like it's selling air filters. Excuse me a second, where did I leave my spare Elachi air filter? No, apparently I left it back somewhere else. Oh well, not to worry. I've got the environment suit if I need it. Which might be an idea, actually. Examine vending machine. What's the world coming to?
Of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others to withstand it.
I think it's more the case that they poisoned the air by accident and then kind of realised they had a pretty good business opportunity. I don't think they deliberately set out to poison...
Off to you?
Which fluid did you have in mind? Oh yeah, the one that's glowing green. Ah, acidic fluids with high levels of pollutants. Great! Okay, let's get off the street then. And not dive straight into that. Oh, personal shields are great. Okay. So we've established that this place is in fact...
I've never seen this level of suffering.
You've clearly never been to Nimbus 3. Although, admittedly, even Nimbus 3 wasn't this overtly unpleasant. Right, round...
Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. It's barbaric.
That looks more like a barricade to me.
There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Yeah.
Kill the Lucari! And her alien lackeys!
Told you. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Right, are they all dead yet? Oh, yeah, it's a medical generator. What a surprise. Yoink. Okay, I think we've run out of Kentari to shoot. And I'm guessing that was their attempt at an ambush. Kumark, hi.
For Lucari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
But let's face it, probably not. Let's go introduce them to the 7.62mm bullet. Now, can we get past this barricade yet? Yes, we can. Plant bomb. Really? Okay. Oops, did I say 5-second fuse? I meant 3. Hey guys, we come in peace. You might all be leaving in pieces, but that's another matter entirely. Right, let's have a look. Where's this? Read the Kentari voice. Environment page.
The integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the Building Authority deny any cause for concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the smog level have commenced.
Shortly to be followed by the blocks going back down below the smog level when it turns out that the concerns were completely justified. Let's see, economy page.
The lunar colony is providing just enough food to support the Kentari population at current consumption levels. The government has launched a new farm labor program aimed at increasing food production and adding new jobs. The program is expected to launch prior to the beginning of the next crop cycle on the colony.
So if you're politically inconvenient for the Kentari government, congratulations! A new and exciting career awaits you in agriculture on the moon, with 1 bed, random applications of force and violence, and probably absolutely no wages whatsoever. Alright, science page.
The smog sickness epidemic is on the rise. If you find a citizen collapsed on the street, call the nearest medical station. When you purchase breathers, make sure you provide for your children before you provide for yourselves. We must secure the future.
Because, you know, we totally are halfway through our second planet. You'd think they'd have kept the technology to get off this one, but there you go. And sports.
John Roon, number 41 of the South Capitol Steelbenders, received an award from the Office of the Prime Minister for charitable service yesterday. After the team's victory over the North Capitol Forgers, Roon celebrated by purchasing gold-bayed breathers for each fan in the stadium.
How very generous of him. Right, so basically their culture
The
is...
Capitol building is a short distance from here.
Thank you, I can read a map. So basically their entire culture is predicated around the need for clean air, which is ironic. Well, I suppose if we can...
Poor huddle in misery.
Yes, I noticed. Well, maybe we can cut them a deal by supplying them some environmental cleanup tech. Maybe. I mean, are these guys Prime Directive? I mean, they're on their second planet, so technically...
Another attack?
Oh, why am I even surprised?
You shouldn't have come here, Lucari. Now you're gonna die!
Yes, but not before you do. Come on then, in the head. Yoink. Diplomacy. Yes, it's so nice when it works. Okay, let's just flash freeze the immediate area. Cheers, guys. That's a nice toy we got from the Breen. Admittedly, we looted it off their hot dead bodies, but there you go. Right, turn this round. Shoot the medic first. Yes, thank you. And then I think we're just about done here. Tell me we have these set to stun. I mean, I know you guys are throwing solid bullets, so maybe set to gratuitously maim would be a better description.
Is that the last of them? Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do.
Not really. I mean, the place is a hellhole. They're not even vaguely your relations, except possibly in the biological sense. And my guess is we're going to have to shoot our way out past Victor and friends. So, well, there's nothing else to do, is there? Let's go inside and see what we've got. Enters the government building. Ah, lift, handy. Also, good place for a bomb if you're that way inclined. Still, we can probably beam out
Well,
if we have
this
to.
place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Yes. Might I point out that these guys are toting Mark I phaser rifles? Somebody call up the local Ferengi and remind him about the terms of the arms embargoes to non-spacefaring races. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, definitely getting your typical split strata post-industrial apocalyptic society here, aren't we? I was going to say Deus Ex, but I had a sudden case of syllabalitis. Right, Prime Minister, so we kind of had to shoot a few of the lower orders on our way here. Also, who's Mr... Minister of Defense Pentaro. Right, anyone with that many medals has got to be a blithering incompetent.
Welcome to New Kentar. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people.
That would explain the multiple firefights, yes.
I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lucari, as a threat to their existence.
Okay, so besides the cultural upheaval that would come, not mentioning the economic upheaval that would come from cutting out a good chunk of your economy, I'm guessing the rebreather market's a big one. What exactly do we pose by web problem? Also, how much of the truth aren't you telling us?
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. And the Lucari? Dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. And more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right. About all of you.
But they aren't, honest. I mean, the only way in which the Lucari are dangerous... Well, there are two ways that the Lucari is dangerous. One is if they bore you to death with their speeches, and the other is if they accidentally wreck your economy by bringing in anti-pollution technologies. As for us, well, we are heavily armed, but we weren't here to invade. Honest, at least not unless you give us a really good reason. I prefer you didn't, because it'd probably mean I was dead. Okay...
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security.
Lucky him.
It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic.
Uh-huh.
The idea of working with aliens, with Lucari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Of course.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders?
We'd already worked it out. We have senses, you know. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Well, go on. Tell me. Oh, great. Tzenkethi on fast approach. Terrific. We'll do what we can to help.
Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
It's a coincidence, and I realize how utterly unconvincing that sounds.
I believe
Harikaze...
Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Well, if you stop interrupting me, I can send the signal for a beam out. Also, I'm willing to bet that you've also got a little collection of purple glowy crystals on that moon. The ones the Tzenkethi have been burning whole planets to the bedrock to do something about. Right, sit rep, please. They won't last long against us. Right, help, take us in.
Might build some trust with the Kentari.
Yeah, it might. Or it might just start yet another war. Right, in we go. Okay, lock on target. Grab well away, fire at will, and charge up to the missile launchers. So, frag 1, frag 2. Torpedoes away as well.
Well, we're glad you're with us.
I'm guessing that's as near to a thank you for saving our backsides as I'm going to get. Evasive manoeuvres in. Let's go take care of this cruiser. And he can have a tractor beam to lock in place. Oh, mines and looks like eject warp plasma. Ah, it's the Malon Mark II. Right, reinforce the shields, although it doesn't really, has the missiles, doesn't really need it. And target lock. There we go. Torpedoes running.
For the Union! For the Kentari!
For the supply of fresh rebreathers. That one didn't sound nearly so convincing, did it? Okay, they're about to burn the moon, aren't they? Oops.
I'm reading concentrations of the crystals targeted by the Tzenkethi on the Kentari moon.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now!
Wonderful. Well, at least we know they're intercepting our comms, especially the bit along the lines of bomb.
I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lucari.
Well, generally they've exploded, but now might not be a good moment to tell you that. Okay, gravity well out. Keep moving to avoid his missiles. Whoa, that was not the best attack plan, was it? Warp bubble away. Start patching up the ship.
Power for weapons. Hit it with everything you've got.
Yes, this is not going exactly as planned. Fire at will, start wrecking the pros.
Watch out for the weapons there.
Yes, I know. It would be useful if I could get round to its front, if you don't mind. Oh, hang on a second. It's the other... Hang on. I'm trying to hit it in the stern, aren't I? Oh, come on. Emergency to weapons, call in photonic fleet, and Loctite will cut in front of it. And then... Can we dump the warp cores? No, not yet. Fire at will. It's turning again. Stay in front, at least attempt to stay in front of him. Okay, tractor repulse is fine. Okay, that's got us a temporary hit. Oh, ow, get away from its forward weapons grid. It looks like it's charging up to fire. Tuck in again, and tractor lock. There we go. Fire well. And we'll also dump the missiles. I think we're through its forward shields. Bingo. Job's a good one. That's that first strafing pass done. However, the hull's pretty tough as well. Target lock again. AP beta out. Keep hitting that forward shield. Reinforce our own. And, oh, more mini-ships. Yay! Right. Warp pulse out. Knock down its options again. Okay, hull is starting to crack, which is also good. Firewall's taking down the mini-ships for us. And, okay, stand by broadside cannons as we go past. Come on then. You want to play with guns? We have plenty. Also, tractor lock. I do not want you... It would be nice if you weren't constantly turning to try to keep your shields away from me. Fire will, AP beta. Just keep things going and we'll tuck around again. So, they aren't kidding about the forward shields being a less weak point, I think is a good way to describe them. Oh, we accidentally punted out of range, not to worry. Straight in, grab well out. Cut down to half speed so we don't overshoot and then kick off into its forward shield arc again. Well, yeah, you guys really want to play, don't you? Right, fire it well. The little sub-ships are getting out of control again. Tick in, and... Yeah, right. Reinforce the shields.
Shields can't take more of of this!
I noticed. I'm working on it. Tractor lock again. Perhaps we just try a different approach this time. And instead, just park right onto its front and keep firing. Let's give it a nice juicy target and be ready to scuttle out of the way if we need to. Emergency to weapons, fired everything. Oh, beam overload. Nice little trick from the subship. Tractor repulsors, because that thing's getting a bit too close. Just keep firing, just keep firing, just keep firing. Grab well again, restrict its maneuvering. Give him priority target. Oh, the Zentar's turned away. Fine. Right, you can play this game. Also, weapon pulse out to counter that little barrage it's unleashing. And then fire everything. Also, track lock again, reinforce the shields, has the emitters to patch the hull. Round and round we go. Where we stop, well, probably nobody knows. Let's just call in as much help as we can get, and the broadside cannons. Just keep firing, just keep firing, just keep firing. How much health did this thing come with? Okay. I may be doing something wrong here. Rebalance the shields. On the other hand, it's nice to have a fight that wasn't just brute force in 10 seconds flat. Lock again. Grab well out. Reinforce shields. Okay, forward shields have collapsed. Just keep peppering the hull. Oi! Oi! I had a perfectly good firing solution there, and you just went and wrecked it. Gits. Okay, also, can we do anything about that? Whoa, that cruiser's taking a beating.
No matter what!
Yes. I just hope we're not on the clock to disable those bombs. Also, other shields are starting to fail, so... you know the drill. Fire everything, get in front of it, stare down the mouth of the beast, and just keep the weapons coming until it turns away from you. Oi, get back here! Yeah, right. Another damage burst, I think. So, against the odds, because believe me, it totally is also stack up and getting damage reduction as well. Yoink. Oh. Brace, brace, brace. It's firing its missiles. Ah, good.
We're too late.
It's... oh dear. Oh, good. Have they burned... oh, okay.
Some sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
They burned the planet to the bedrock.
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
Except that you're suddenly going to go completely paranoid on us.
Likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
Yes. Told you.
Calm yourself, Pentaro, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Of course. Yeah, you don't really have control of your military, do you?
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able.
Wonderful. And we'll be on Overwatch, although the Tzenkethi won't be back because, you know, they've got what they wanted to. Also, let's just quietly snag up the loot. I mean, we do need to police this site at the... Let me rephrase that. Policing the site is now an option, is now a euphemism for loot everything dry. Ooh, new lockbox. Yay! Right, let's go hook up with the Rescava. So, we've already had one major disaster today. What else can we do? Hello, Reskovar. We need to protect the Reskovar. Oh, great. That didn't take long. You just burned the planet. What else do you guys want? Yes. Well, I realise you're narked about the damage to the paint job on your dreadnought, but it's a little unfortunate that you're trying to kill us. Yeah, I'm on. And boom. Boom. Right, Reskovar, tell me they didn't hit anything vital.
The protomatter emitters are in place. The matrix is stable and primed for effect. Let me know when you want me to initiate the restoration procedure.
You have protomatter on board that thing? Excuse me, I want to be a long way behind you. Okay, right. Make it so. Fingers crossed.
Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
And planet goes boom.
Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
Okay, beaming down. Looks like we're going to find out what's messing with the protomatter. And totally not a loose connection in the emitter matrix.
Let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments.
Wonderful. I will go play with the highly dangerous protomatter while you stand back at a safe distance. Yay. Wonderful. Marvellous. Right, resynchronize protomatter device. Oop. Scans the device. There we go, so that's one. Okay, and let's try number 2. Match amplitude, match frequency, set. And then number 3. Yoink. And yay! Alright, settings are confirmed. Kumaka, what went wrong? Why didn't this work first time out?
Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lucari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work.
You could sound less smug about that.
But I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
Great, well, we can point fingers later. They're paranoid as it is. We don't need to start a witch hunt. Wait, hear that? Hear what? Oh, hi, guys.
Defenseless Kentari!
Right, let's get this done. Well, that was easy. Where's the next batch coming from? Oh, hey, guys. Ooh.
Defenseless Kentari!
That's nice. Well, Medic is disintegrated by bullet because Starfleet make her rounds are just that awesome. As for that Lieutenant, well, he's gone, and set 116s to maim for the rest. Kamaka, would you mind not standing in the fire? I realise you've probably never raided Deathwing, but just saying.
I could use some assistance!
Well, don't stand in the fire, then! Yoink. Yoink. Anyone else? Yeah, right, come on, just patch you up. Oh, we have another wave incoming. Yes, I'm sure you could. Next. This is where we discover the Defence Minister's a closet trad, isn't it? Yes, I know you're interrupted. Well, get on with... Oh, God, there's more.
I could use some assistance.
I know. We're doing our best. I realise this may come as a surprise. Next. Oh, over there. Hey guys! Have one grenade. No charge. I'm in a good mood. Yoink. Okay, they're all gone. And... anyone else? Yep, yeah, we have incoming. Hey guys! Right, let's just cool things down a little.
Defenseless Kentari!
Yes, yes, yes. You keep saying those words. I don't think they mean quite what you think they mean. Oh.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
What do you think we're doing? Honestly, Lucari.
Oh, protomatter secured.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Thank you. We'll just shoot these last Kentari. What have I told you about standing in fire again? Right, protomatter secure. Can we try this?
I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to shoot you, Tyler's honest. Now, what were we saying?
Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships.
Right, because would you mind giving it to the rest of my senior officers as well? Because, I mean, eggs in 2 baskets is just a little risky, even if we do both have grade 5 plot armor. Right, back to the ships. Let's see what else can blow up next.
All systems are online. We're ready to go.
Yay!
Initiating restoration process now.
Woo!
Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
Looks like the water's in the blue, to be honest, but that's just me being picky.
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you.
You're welcome. We won't even charge you for the ammo, given that we kind of missed the whole first take on the moon. Just alert us if it goes unstable in 3 months, because the last time we tried this, there were some unexpected side effects.
Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar.
Ah, right. When you say escort, you mean shoot to pieces, don't you?
Vessels, surrender or be destroyed!
Oh, for heaven's sake. How about we go with option 3? Yeah, Pentaro's a trad, isn't he? Really, you watched us take on a Tzenkethi dreadnought, and now you're attacking us with 3 frigates. Really? Okay, right. Incoming coup, methinks. Didn't even have to power up the engines for that one.
You forced
Hey guys.
my hand. You and your pathetic Lucari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy.
Hands up who's surprised by this. No? No, I wasn't either. Final warning, Minister, stand down.
Exile was too good for the Lucari. We should have wiped you out.
Yes, well, you have a small problem with that. Oh, they have a
Not
factory
everyone in
ship.
the Defense Force is loyal to Pentaro.
Well, that's nice. I suspect enough of them might be, however. Right, go evasive, surge into the middle of the fleet, and dump the warp bubble there. Got that slightly wrong, in fact. Break away, call in the reinforcements, and fire the broadside. Also reinforce shields because ow, 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 my poor exposed hull. Oh yes, we're being good on. We're firing to disable. Right, swing round, transfer fire onto the starboard
I've
shields.
suspected Pentaro was a traditionalist for some time, but I thought he placed the people before his personal beliefs. I was wrong. His madness nearly killed us all. And for what? Pride, hate, and fear. I wish to formally apologize, and thank all of you in person. Under the circumstances, we should meet on one of your vessels. The Rescava, if you're agreeable.
Okay. Yes, right. This totally won't be an armed boarding party you're beaming aboard.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us.
Yes,
This is
so
part
am
of the
I.
captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge.
Well, as long as we keep the weapons
Welcome
away.
to the Rescava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentar and Lucari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Yay, it wasn't a trap. Colome's very surprised by that one. Hey, oh wow. Is that an old Gorn frigate that they were borrowing? Huh. Well, all's well that ends well. The Kentar and the Lucari are making up and making friends. They got their moon back, and if we can persuade the Lucari to let us have that protomatter tech, then with a bit of luck, we can start restoring some of the worlds and moons that the Tzenkethi have, burned to the ground. Although we still need to work out exactly why the Tzenkethi are so paranoid about those purple crystals. Oh well, I dare say we'll find out one of these days. However, for the moment...
Time, the Kentari are here, alive. I can hardly believe it. This will be quite the revelation back home. Many Lucari do not look fondly upon the great Exodus or the Kentari who forced it upon us. Still, we may be on a path to reunification, one that lets us rebuild what was lost with the Kentari. I truly hope so.
But we all know what the... Well, no, you don't know what the Primarch said about Hope, do you? You're in an entirely different franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Yuzril. That has been Mirrors and Smoke, the latest featured episode for Star Trek Online. And until next time, farewell.